This video is packed full of the best fall DIYs to bring you a ton of inspiration and get you ready for the fall crafting season. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and let's get started. Fall is the perfect time to get online, browse your favorite stores, find pieces of artwork that you love, and recreate it using Dollar Tree items. Dollar Tree is putting out so many brand new supplies, especially for fall, that are perfect for just anything that you have in mind. They have tons of wood pieces and metal pieces, lots of new things coming out. So I cannot wait to share some more fall DIYs coming up. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of my new videos. I am planning on posting a ton of videos in the next few weeks, but I wanted to recreate this truck sign. I found it on Kirkland's website for over $50. Now that is a large sign. I'm going to make like a mini version of it using Dollar Tree supplies, but it was very easy to put together. All I did was cover up the sign with some of their peel and stick backing, and then they had like the gray gingham at the bottom, and I wanted to recreate that. I did have to go to Hobby Lobby to get some of that scrapbooking paper, so I glued that at the bottom and then used this 3D little truck by pulling it apart, and I'll be able to save the second piece for a later project, painting it green, and it fit perfectly in the center of this sign. I still plan on using a ton of this green color. I think it is so pretty, but I can't wait to play around with different colors for fall. Let me know what colors that you think you're going to be using for your fall decor this year, or some colors that you loved last year. To finish this sign up, I just hand painted some little vines and leaves around the edges, like the one in the image, and it was really easy to put together, but I think it's very comparable but fun to make it on a budget. So Dollar Tree is always the best place to check out their office supply section. They usually have like fun, unique pieces. I love the pattern of this pencil holder. It was cloth, and I was scared it would kind of give if I just put a piece of styrofoam in it. So I decided to put this wooden pencil cup inside, but I didn't like how it didn't fit it. So I didn't like how the corners kind of bulged out. So I did put a little bit of hot glue on the inside, kind of tuck them in, and I love how it gave it a cleaner look. I put a little piece of old styrofoam down in the middle, and then I picked up this pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. I usually go in there whenever they do have their fall stuff on sale, so I definitely don't spend regular price on these, but for just a couple of bucks, I thought it was such a gorgeous pumpkin. And then I'm going to cut up some Dollar Tree greenery and put that around the edges, but I feel like adding in these huge sunflowers or these bright yellow sunflower picks from Dollar Tree just give it such a fun, unique look. I think it is so gorgeous and one of my favorite pieces. Huge signs are one of my favorite things to DIY with from Dollar Tree, so I always pick up these long boards and glue them together with some wood or anything that I have on hand to piece them together and then decorate them. So it's always so much fun to me. I didn't like the little pumpkin cutouts for the project I had in mind, so I did take a little utility knife and kind of score that. I was able to get that top piece off. I wanted this to kind of resemble a pallet sign, so I'm using some of Dollar Tree's flat wood pieces, using some wood glue and gluing that at the top and the bottom. Be sure to check your Dollar Trees as soon as you can if you're looking for fall decor. They have so many things out right now. I am so excited that they are bringing out so many leather pieces. They have leather words, leather leaves, and leather pumpkins. So that is so fun. They definitely are playing around with different styles. Lots of different colors, but my Dollar Tree had a whole wall of different types of pumpkins, so I'm so excited to get to put all of those to good use. For this sign, I did grab one of these wooden pumpkins. I painted it orange and then attached it to the sign. I am also using one of these chunky wooden hello words. I did distress all of this to make it blend together, added in a few little embellishments, but I think this looks really cute setting out on a covered patio. I've shared this a couple of times on my channel, so I just want to zip through it, but one of my hands down favorite DIYs are making centerpieces. So this is super simple. The large white pumpkin did come from Target Dollar Spot, but most of the other pieces are all from Dollar Tree. You could easily replace the center pumpkin with a Dollar Tree pumpkin, but I love how it's neutral, but it has so many textures and looks gorgeous lit up on a table. So I am crazy about pumpkins at fall time as well as everyone else, but I love these wooden pumpkins that Dollar Tree puts out. So they had the tall ones and the small, like squatty looking ones. I love this green color. I do make an orange version just to show you what it's going to look like, but I actually glued all three of these together, put the cutest little like patchwork, little patch with stitching around it. It looks really cute. This is something fun you could prop up on a shelf, but adds the perfect fall colors. You can customize this to your style, but adding the embellishments on is always the best part. Adding those little stitches on there reminded me of making scarecrow faces, and that's one of my favorite things to DIY in the fall time, so I'm definitely going to have to find somewhere to put a new little scarecrow face. That'll be so fun. I am so excited. I definitely am going to be sad. I don't want to rush summer, but looking forward to just all of the fall crafting and all of the fun colors. I saw that my Dollar Tree had restocked these metal signs, so I wanted to bring you some fun inspiration. You can actually remove just a little greenery part that comes on it if you want to make it more festive. I love picking up this little garland that Dollar Tree has. They have it in several different colors, and I'm using the original little wreath as a kind of like a template, and figure out what size I need the O to be, wrap that around a bunch of times until it's thick enough that all of the orange is going to show up, add in some stitches. But I love this pop of color and how easy it was to transition this into a fall piece. If you can't find the berry garland, another fun way to make these over is do the same thing with the stitching, because I really feel like that makes the letters pop. But you can take any flower pick that you like, pull the tiny little flowers off the top, glue them around the circle, and then just add in a bow, and it really dresses this up. It's super simple, and this only takes a couple of minutes to get it to look perfect for fall. It's no shocker that I love using Dollar Tree glassware. I love all of these pieces. So many things you can do with this. You can take bowls and make them into planters. One of my favorite hacks is to actually take the little glasses. This one just says grateful with the little leaves on it. It is the perfect little glass to put in a candle. So I melt candles down by putting them in like a short stock pot of water and putting that on like medium high and letting that come to a boil, a low boil, and watch that. Always protect your hands and wear oven mitts and be super careful when you are dealing with like glass that you are heating up on the stove. But carefully pour that inside and then put your wick down inside. Hold it up with a paintbrush. But how gorgeous is this? You could light it up or put just an LED candle on top if you didn't want to light this around like your faux florals or anything. But I think it's so gorgeous and looks so pretty lit up at night. A fun little DIY that just takes 5 minutes or less is to actually paint a jar. I love these textured jars from Dollar Tree, the ones that kind of have like the different designs on the outside. They're so much better than just using a plain jar, especially if you take sandpaper after this dries and like really rub over it. All that texture is going to show up. I painted the lid brown, added in some fake leaves, and then just a stick from the yard I cut down with my miter shears. This looks so adorable. You could fill it full of trinkets or anything you wanted to hide, but this looks so gorgeous setting in a tiered tray or up on a shelf. Dollar Tree must sell a bazillion of these. They put different styles out every year. I personally love grabbing them to create a gorgeous centerpiece or a fun way to display florals that is already decorated really cute. I love to replace like the cheap looking satin ribbon with a piece of like jute rope. This one actually is wired and I love how it hangs down, just has more of like a rustic fall look to me. I put in a couple of my favorite picks, added in some flowers in the back to give it a little bit of height for my table, but this is like an instant centerpiece, just cost a few bucks, easy to put together, and adds that perfect pop of fall color. Something you might not think about grabbing for fall, but you don't want to pass up, is a pie pan. So pick one up and make it look rustic or more galvanized. So I love doing this. The actual shiny metal that the color of the pan is going to work to our benefit. That makes the perfect background color, and then I can just kind of daub on some elephant dark color gray, and I go ahead and do that all over the pan. Once that's dry, I come in with some white and just lightly do that over the top. This makes it have that rustic galvanized look that I'm going for. Looks so good. I did want to put a sticker or decal in the middle, so I did need a white blank canvas. So just putting a circle, I could never get the circle to be perfect or even close to perfect, so I decided to camouflage that in just by adding some little waves around the edges. You can see that I'm cutting out a decal with my Cricut. I have this little pie, but if you don't have a cutting machine, no worries. You can make the same exact DIY, just substituting this decal for maybe like a initial sticker that you can find at Dollar Tree, or check out the window clings. They have so many good ones this year, brand new ones that I didn't see last year that I cannot wait to put to good use. I added a bow at the bottom. I think this ribbon came from Walmart, but added in some florals on the sides, even some pine cones, and this is so perfect to make for a dining area. Looks so cute. I just love it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm so excited about the early fall crafting season here on YouTube. I know we start every season super early, but it's to bring you as much inspiration as we can, as fast as we can, so you'll have all of it when you're ready to get started DIYing. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting, bye.